Hello you all, I am BlaqueWitchYaya. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and in this video I'm going to go into further detail about the dream ritual that I mentioned in my moon spell video. A lot of you guys often hear me say, oh, just take a glass of water with the petition and dream, but I really want to give you guys step by step on what I do, so you can always just take these tips and tricks, remix them and make them your own and make them fit you best. But this is what I do when I want to get messages from the universe very clearly via my dreams, because I noticed that I understand stuff better via dreams. So before I tell you guys the ritual, I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of the importance of dreams so you can really understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. I think of dreams like this. So in your everyday life, you're constantly controlling your thoughts, you're controlling your emotions, you're controlling your actions. Think about it like a GPS. Okay, I have to go left, I have to go right, I have to go to work, I clock in, I clock out, I have to take care of the kids, got to pick up the kids. You're constantly in control of what you think and what you do. Whereas when you sleep, when you're in a REM sleep, you basically have no control, and your thoughts are like, okay, no GPS, we on the highway at 3 o'clock in the morning, no cars on the road, we just gonna flow. So everything you might have suppressed throughout the day, little signals that you ignore, may pop up in a dream because they might have a message for you, or it might mean something. Or sometimes if you're not too tapped into like meditation or just really get in touch with your spiritual side, your ancestors or other spiritual guides will be like, okay, this is my chance, she's asleep, let me try to talk to her through a dream. And oftentimes we forget our dreams, but they say when you remember your dream vividly when you wake up, that means it was important and it was a message trying to be sent to you. So it's really good to take note on what you're dreaming about, have a dream journal, write it down, because over time you might start to see that your dreams add up. Like, okay, I had a dream in this location before, now I'm seeing this location, what's the signal, what's the meaning of this? And I also have a dream book that I got from Five Below, and y'all, let me tell you, any little thing that you dream about, you could say I dreamed about a brick. It'll literally be a synopsis of what a brick means in a dream, and you can really just tie into things. Okay, I dream about a brick, a tree, and a leaf. And you can look that up and be like, this means this means that, and that means this, and you'll be able to put it all together and apply it to what's going on with you right now. So you want to make sure when you sleep and those messages are being sent to you, that you take advantage of that to make sure that you'll be able to understand it the best way possible, because it's like little spirit secrets that's being sent to you. So you want to make sure that you're listening. So first things first, your day is over, you're about to sit down and relax and go to sleep. One thing I like to do, I do this every single night, but especially on nights like this, you want to shower. You want to make sure that you are clean, everything is washed off of you. You technically do not have to do like a spiritual shower, but just being clean and refreshed, because you want to be as relaxed as possible so your sleep will not be interrupted. So make sure you're clean, make sure you're well rested, make sure the TV is off, make sure you got your alarm set on your phone, but you're not paying attention to your phone, because you want to make sure when you enter this sleep, if you hear a loud sound on TV, you're not interrupted from the sleep. You want to make sure it's quiet and peaceful. So make sure there are no distractions, whether it's on you or around you. Also, while you're setting the scene, make sure that you have a journal. It doesn't have to be a fancy journal. It could literally be a sheet of paper or whatever you feel that you could keep up with so you can track your dreams, because as soon as you wake up, you want to write down what you remember in that dream. Even if it's not every single detail, write down what you remember. So just make sure within your reach when you wake up in the morning, you have something to write with and write down on. So once you are at peace, you have your pen and your paper. We're going to use a sheet of that paper a little bit later, but just for now, if you have a message that you specifically want for the universe, start thinking about that, thinking about what answers you need, think about what things you need to be made clear. Just start thinking about that. Or if you're just kind of free willy and like, hey, whatever the universe has for me, I just want to know, just get into the mindset of what you want to dream about or what you want to happen or it be explained in your dreams. So you're dreaming with intent. So once your scene is set, you have everything in place. The next step, I say write a petition. And this is basically going to be a letter to the universe, God, and your spirit guide saying, hey, basically I'm about to go to sleep, show me what's good. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys a brief synopsis of a petition that you can follow in a kind of guideline and template that I use. So first, I'll start with the people who have a specific question. This could be in regards to your relationship, your spiritual journey, a job, family member, personal growth, whatever. So this is what I would say. So I always start off first with giving thanks to my spirit guides, God, and the universe, just thanking all of them, because I just don't want to approach them like, okay, so I need this, I'm asleep, thank you. You know, you really want to make sure that you're being specific and you also being appreciative at the same time. So first I will start off with, dear God, universe, and my spirit guides, I thank you for all the blessings you have given me and you're about to give me. I thank you for protecting me, giving me guidance throughout my everyday life. I appreciate all what you do for me. Tonight, I ask that I have a dream that will give me a clear message in regards to the question I have about, insert question here, about this phase in my spiritual journey, about this promotion on my job, about my relationship. So you'll ask your question around about that part and asking for answers. And I'll also type it up down below just so you guys can have some type of template. But by all means, remix it, rephrase it however you please. I'll just give a simple template down below so you have something to follow that I use, but always make it fit to what you want. So if you do not have a specific question or a situation that you need answers to, and you just want a general message from the universe that may help you, whether you need to know it or you don't know that you need to know it or whatever, you're just open to any messages, this is something that you can follow as well. Dear God, universe, and my spirit guides, I thank you for all the blessings that I have received and I'm about to receive. I thank you for guiding me and protecting me throughout my everyday life. I appreciate everything you do for me. Give your thanks. I ask that via my dreams you provide me with messages that I need to know, things that I am missing, things that will help me, people I need to look out for, people I need to support, the next move that I need to make. I ask that you provide me any messages that I need to know via my dreams that'll help me grow, prosper, and provide more peace and happiness for myself. Please let me remember the dreams when I wake up. Please let me understand the dreams when I wake up. And please let me be able to apply the dreams that I have to my everyday life. And I ask that you continue to give me these clear dreams throughout these upcoming nights so I can continue to grow and become more abundant, happier, and at peace. Something of that nature. I'm just talking from the top of my head. Like I said before, I'll have a rough draft typed out down below. Just something really simple that you can follow, add, subtract from. So that's basically what you want to do, and you want to do it on a sheet of paper, and you want to fold that bad boy up. And this is where the clear glass comes in. You want to take a clear glass and you want to fill it up with water. You can fill it halfway, fill it all the way to the top. I always say make sure you keep the water in a safe place. I know some people have plugs next to their beds. You know me, I just get paranoid, so just make sure it's in a safe place. But I will fill it up at a good amount, because you will notice that throughout the nights that you have this glass here sitting on top of your petition, and as you begin to dream, you're going to notice that the water begins to dissolve. And people say, they say, it is known, it's worked for me, that by the time the glass is empty, you should have a full understanding and a full answer of your question through your dreams, or just the messages that the universe was trying to give you. By the time the glass is empty, you should be like, all right, bingo, I got it. So basically, at the pace the water dissolves is the more and more you will understand. And you want to make sure, usually there aren't any rules when it comes to this type of stuff, just like a basic foundation. But one rule I would say, if you want to call it a rule, make sure that it's a glass. It doesn't have to be a wine glass. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You could go to Dollar Tree if you don't have any glass. Any type of glass, just because the glass is going to represent clairvoyancy, and that's how you want your dreams to be. You want to be able to see right through it, understand it, know what's in it, be able to have clear access to it through your eyes, through your dreams. So this is just how you want your dreams to be transparent. You want the glass to be transparent as well. If the glass has some writing on it, that's fine, but make sure or try to get a plain glass, whether it's a wine glass, a mason jar, whatever. Just make sure that it is clear. And even if it's like a clear plastic cup, whatever, I know some people don't want to go out their way to get a glass, but if you have a clear plastic cup, a clear coffee cup, whatever, just make sure it's clear. So you want to fill that glass up with water and set it on top of your petition right next to your bed. If you have any crystals, you can lay out crystals next to it as well. Clear quartz is the most general one, or if you have a rose quartz, if you're wanting to answer about relationships, you can do that. So after you have your petition folded up, your glass sitting on top, all distractions are gone, you are nice and clean and at peace. The next step is to sleep. You want to get comfy, get in your bed, and just go to sleep. Always make sure when you do this ritual that you are in a good mood. You don't want to go to the universe or God, spirit guides with the attitude. Just make sure that you're vibrating really high. You're not stressed out, because if you go to sleep stressed out, you're going to have stressed out dreams. It's going to be confusing. Like I said before, with that glass, you want it to be clear and transparent. You want to be calm and cool. So even if you have to meditate before, just to get everything off your mind so you can really write the petition to the best of your ability, do that. But just make sure that you're in a positive mood. Nothing is worrying you, nothing is stressing you out. Even if you just have a little bit of concern about the question that you're asking the universe for, just make sure that's not taking over your whole vibration. Like, you can have concern, but if you're like, oh universe, dang bro, when am I gonna get this promotion? You want to make sure that you're in a good mood to address the situation with a positive attitude so you can have clearer dreams. So once you dream, as soon as you wake up in the morning, before you check your phone, write down what you remember in your dream. Even if it was like all I saw was a squirrel, write down day 1, squirrel. Day 2, rabbit. Day 3, I saw a lady in a pink dress. Day 5, I was having a conversation with my professor. Day 6, I was doing this and that. Whatever you remember, make sure you write it down. And then as the water begins to dissolve, the week starts to go out. However long it takes, once that water is gone, sit down and read through your entire journal entry and research, like, okay, so what does this mean? Okay, what does that mean? I had a dream about this. Or even if you want to have one final big dream, like, okay, I dreamt about all of that. Okay, so what's the synopsis of this? And just really try to go into detail. Okay, what could this mean? Okay, what could that mean? What's going on in my life right now that this and that? You can always just read a book if you have a book about dreams. After this video, probably I will do a live and you guys can tell me what you dreamt about, and I can look through my book to see what my book says. I feel like that'll be fun and interactive. But you can always just do research, or sometimes it might be so clear to the point on the first day, you like, okay, I got it. I got it. And also in your dreams as well, they may continue on to your actual reality, your everyday life while you are awake. So if you see something that you saw in your dream, or you hear a noise that you saw, that you heard in your dream, or you have a moment of deja vu, write that down as well, because that can help you further understand the messages as well. Because you might miss something in your dream, the universe will be like, okay, I'm gonna tell you one more time, here you go. So you want to write that down as well. Just be very cognitive and just pay attention to everything that you do throughout these days, because you might pick up on more messages or hear more things throughout the day while you're doing this ritual as well. So that's basically it. You dream, you write it down, you understand it, you meditate on it. So as you go throughout the nights, you dream, you write down. Once the water is gone, you read through everything. You can meditate on it to get even more clear messages. You research what this means, what that means. You continue to write it down, basically so you can have one big synopsis of what's going on, and you can put together your own clues because they're your own little messages, so you will best understand them. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Please let me know down below, have you tried this or will you try this? Any questions that you may have. Don't psych yourself out too much. It's literally just a simple ritual for your dreams. So don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. Just follow the basic tips and just remix it however you feel need to. But thank you guys again so much for tuning into this video. Like I always say, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. Until next time, you guys, Ashe, baby.